So now we have to discuss about the ducts of liver and pancreas. So before seeing the pancreas, we will just do the discussion of liver. As I told you that liver is a very important organ. Okay, liver is the second largest organ and the first largest endocrine gland. First largest endocrine gland. Okay, is it will be endocrine or the exocrine? If I say it is endocrine, it will be what? Wrong, because it is an exocrine gland. Liver is an exocrine gland. We secrete what? Bile. Because it is not secreting the what? Hormone. If it will secrete the hormone, then it will be what? Endocrine. So the human beings are having the liver which is present below the diaphragm. Okay, below the what? Diaphragm to the right side. And the human liver is too low. Is having the what? Too low. Okay, as you can see in the diagram, the right side will always be the what? Left. Okay, and the left side will always be right. So the human liver is having the what? Here the left lobe and the right lobe. As you can see in the diagram, this left lobe is smaller than the what? Right lobe, and both these lobes are responsible to secrete the what? Bile. Okay, and how the duodenum, that is a part of the alimentary canal, will get the bile. Okay, because there is no direct connection, as you can see, of the what? Liver with the duodenum or with the alimentary canal. For that reason, below the liver there is a small greeny pouch like structure. Okay, which is what? Which is known as gallbladder, as you can see in the diagram here, which is known as gallbladder. This gallbladder is responsible to collect, okay, responsible to collect the what? Bile from the liver, and it used to concentrate it so that the action of bile will increase. Okay, it will become more effective. For that reason, below the liver there is a what? Gallbladder. Okay, now this gallbladder is connected with the what? Is connected with the duodenum, that is the part of the alimentary canal. Okay, now we have to see what are the ducts which are connected with the what? Liver, so that it can bring the bile. So here we are having the two lobes, that's why we are having the what? Two duct. The duct from the left side and one duct from the right side. As you can see, these two ducts which are bringing the what? Bile from the liver, from the two lobes, are known as what? Hepatic duct, because the pure name of liver in biology, okay, is what? Hepatic. Liver is known as hepatic. So here we are having the two ducts, okay, from one from the one from the left side, another from the right side. Okay, so both these ducts are known as what? Hepatic duct. These hepatic ducts are moving down and uniting. Okay, they're connecting with each other to form common hepatic duct. This part you are seeing here, you see that blinking arrow, it is known as what? Common hepatic duct. Okay, this common hepatic duct, all right, is then leading into what? Gallbladder. Okay, because gallbladder is also having its own duct, okay, which is known as cystic duct. Is it clear here, students? You see, this what? Cystic duct. Now the combination of the cystic duct with the common hepatic duct is forming the what? Common bile duct, as it is having here, see the name, common bile duct. Now this common bile duct is bringing the concentrated bile, okay, first from the liver and then from the what? Then from the gallbladder. Now this common bile duct, as you can see here, it is moving down, all right, and it is not directly going to the what? Duodenum. It is first meeting with the what? Uniting with the another duct, which is the what? Pancreatic duct. Just see the arrow here, pancreatic duct. Because just below the stomach, or we can say in the loop of the duodenum, there is another gland, which is a very interesting gland, that is known as heterocrine gland. Okay, because this pancreas, which is yellow in color, irregular in shape, which is present below the stomach in the loop of the duodenum, okay, is important, is very important, is responsible for the complete digestion of the food. Okay, complete digestion of the food. And this yellowish irregular structure, the gland, is known as heterocrine gland and pancreas gland. This pancreas is also having their own duct, which is known as pancreatic duct, as you can see here. This pancreatic duct, which is bringing the pancreatic juice, okay, pancreatic juice, okay, is uniting with the common bile duct. Okay, so you will ask the doubt, madam, why you are saying is a heterocrine gland? Why pancreas is a heterocrine? Why it is not exocrine or endocrine? So pancreas is heterocrine because it is secreting both, both type of chemical, that is hormone as well as enzyme. Okay, as a hormonal part, as a exocrine part, okay, it is secreting pancreatic juice which help in digestion. On the other hand, okay, on the other hand, as an endocrine gland, it is secreting the hormone which is known as insulin, which is known as what? Insulin. And that's why it is known as a heterocrine. Hetero means different, the gland which can do the two different function, and that's why it is known as heterocrine gland. Okay, so now this pancreatic duct which is bringing the pancreatic juice, okay, will unite with this what? Common bile duct. And now this united duct, this joint duct, okay, is known as what? Common hepatopancreatic duct. Is known as what? Common hepatopancreatic duct. Okay, now this common hepatopancreatic duct, hepato means liver and pancreatic means pancreas. Now this common hepatopancreatic duct is opening into what? Duodenum. See, it is given here flow of bile, that is the what? Duodenum, in the duodenum. Okay, in this what? Duodenum. All right, so now this, all right, now this secretion, that is the what? Bile plus pancreatic juice will enters into what? Duodenum. Okay, so this is the whole duct system and the structure of what? Liver and the pancreas. I hope you will get from this, okay, that what is the structure of liver and pancreas.